Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're back for more Mass Effect Andromeda. Hopefully it has updated the tags correctly this time. Yeah, it looks like it has on my end, but obviously let me know if it hasn't. So we're going to continue where we left off. We settled the first planet, or got a settlement set up on the first planet. Did a little bit of exploring, but not a lot. And we'll see where we end up next. Hopefully everything will behave in stream. Obviously we won't know until it's actually running properly. Obviously it's doing the loading shader cache at the moment and that rubbish. Come on. Just a little bit further. There we go. God, that's taking a long time to load. It normally doesn't take this so long. Right, so let's have a look at our log. So what have we done? Investigate the monolith. Right. Yeah, we've done that, haven't we? Oh no, this was the missing work crew that we picked up the mission just before we ended the stream last time. And so I was going to find out what that was all about. Okay. Prepare for some terrible driving. Right, I've got to work out how the hell to get up there now. Oh god. Drunk again.
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
Yeah, we know. I'm gonna assume it's up here. Four-wheel, or six-wheel drive, sorry, not four-wheel. So is it actually this monolith? The one that we went to and had to activate? Because it does kind of look like it. Obviously, we'll go prepared. Oh my god, I've been used to playing,
No sign of that work crew, but someone left their gear behind.
Yeah, I've been used to playing Starfield, so it's like I jumped in and I was like, that's not a very powerful jump. And it's like, no, it's not. Not that one, it's that one in it.
Wait, I've got an open comm channel.
Easy money. Once the electrical charge builds up, we'll have ourselves some nice obedient remnant.
You better be sure this time, Jennings.
If you're that spooked, go hide behind the four giants. I'm busy.
Damn it, we've got to find them before they get themselves killed.
Okay. I do have a timer. So, oh my god, we've only got 2 minutes to try and save them. I hope they aren't far away. Fucking morons. Well, apparently they're down here somewhere.
Favorite place back on Earth?
I wasn't there much. I suppose I liked London?
Good choice.
I'm kinda hoping we're gonna get to him in time. Oh my god, why did they have to go to the other side of the map? Idiots!
You don't.
It's gonna be tight, that's what she said. I think it might be just this place, literally just up here.
So Mattingham 83, at last we meet for the first time for the last time.
Come on, get out of the vehicle. Oh, hello. Is that it? Well, one of them died. I'll loot him. Disgusting. Come on, let me talk to him. Oh, it's one of these. I forgot I've got to do long key presses, haven't I? Will you say so? Oi! Fuck's sake. Maybe I can talk to you then. No.
Great timing. Thanks for the assist.
Your experiment with the remnant didn't work out.
Huh. Okay, who squealed? Gasbrick? Yeah, I bet. These remnant could plow our fields, protect us from the Ket. You control them, why shouldn't we?
I know what I'm doing.
I have a super intelligent AI and enough experience with the remnant to be careful.
Jennings, this isn't working. We tried.
Fine. But you can't protect us all the time, Pathfinder. Out here, we need every edge we can get.
Oh, well, apparently I leveled up for that. They did manage to kill some of the people, though, looking at it, some of their own. But also, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, Mattingham. I hope you are well. Are they following me now? What am I supposed to do with him? Am I supposed to take him back? Because this one can't be activated by the looks of it. What does the quest log say? That is not my quest log. Journal. Nope, that's actually the quest complete. Looking at that. So it looks like I've got to go back to the Nexus. Which I think I can do just straight from the little ship, the little vehicle. I'm not bad at timing, though. Glad to hear it. Oh, hazard 3. No.
Think that's it?
What do you mean you think that, though? We know that, though. We've already dealt with that. Did I miss something? Are these going to get in the vehicle? That would be in now. Oh, whatever. What is it? Extract, yeah. Because like I said, we've got to go back to the Nexus.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
I will try my very best not to cough, splutter, or keep clearing my throat on stream.
I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Okay.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
And I'm in one of the escape pods. More my speed.
That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
Whatever's cool, I think.
We're adventurers. Whatever makes the squad comfortable is okay with me. Let's talk about our success on Eos. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Yeah.
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Fair enough.
Let's focus. Back to the task at hand. Looking forward.
Exactly. Here's my only question. When do we hit that next vault? It looked active. We have to get on that.
Hang on. We need to not go off half-cocked.
There are initiative priorities. The team calls the shots.
Actually, the Pathfinder calls the shots, just to be clear.
So what do you need from us, Ryder?
Just get along, work hard. Well, not being funny, I need them to do their jobs. Getting along, that comes secondary.
Helios threw us for a loop. Meaning, we're kind of new at this. All of us. So let's figure out what the rules are now, and try to stick to them.
Sounds good.
My guy looks like he's sucking on a
There's one
boss.
thing I know I can do. It's make up rules.
No one said make up rules. Can we please keep anarchy to a minimum?
Okay, let's head back to the Nexus. PB, Drac, see Lexi for a physical. Good meeting, everyone.
Augments. Augments are rare materials that can be added to some blueprints. Items incorporated augments can be more powerful or behave different. Well, good for it. What am I using VidCon for? Absolutely nothing. Gotta remember where everything is on the ship. Maybe people will actually talk to me on the ship this time now.
When you're free.
I'm in the galley when you're free, right? So I've got to start talking to people. Okay. I'm going to kind of have a nosy, see if there's anything new popped up. Yes, I know I have skill points. It's that shush game.
Nice place you found.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, she's in a bit of a strop.
What the hell was that?
I know that look. It's just my biotics reacting to all this. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative. Some things stick though, like losing the old man.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
Yeah, did she know me that well?
You were his second in command. Were you friends, too?
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that. People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
I'm here, we can talk. Hopefully that is not a romance option. Let's just have a look. No, it's not got a heart on it.
I know it's not the same, but I'm a good listener.
I hope you're as good at being Pathfinder. I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you? An untrained Pathfinder and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers.
Don't we all?
It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
Oh, so we have It Won't Be Easy. What did you come for? Oh god, that's a romantic one. And that's a definite romantic one with the heart. So that's, I think it's emotional. Can't remember what the symbol, I know that's logical.
Even if we get there, there's a mountain of hard work ahead.
Working hard was never my problem. Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
Okay, so she's always going to be stationed in this plant place, by the looks of it. Good to know. Now the kitchen, I don't remember where the hell that was. lower levels? Because that's the bridge. Oh, you can't just fall down. Bathrooms.
Most of the crew bunks in here. Cozy, huh? But your room's got more of a view.
Okay, so I get special privileges, do I? Do I get a special room? Special.
You're not Harry.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years on the Hyperion looking after your sister.
Welcome aboard.
Good to have you, Dr. Tapero.
I'll do my best. Now, hold still.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
Natural to be nervous.
Being nervous means you understand what's at stake.
That's the problem. I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here...
What?
A Ket corpse. For autopsy, a live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the Ket?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
That word as a physician. Interesting thesis. You're full of surprises. It is an interesting thesis, but...
Anatomist? Physician? That's quite the resume.
I'm also a licensed psychologist. 275 years has given me plenty of time to branch out.
Yep, because Azari lives so long.
An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just something to think about. Sam, make sure the Pathfinder eats his vegetables.
Okay. Let's see if she'll talk about anything else. As you know, she kind of just talked to us.
So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
Okay.
So how did a sorry doctor end up on the human ark?
That's a good question.
Just an alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans.
So?
Harry insisted.
Okay.
Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
Not being funny, I must admit, we are seeing a lot of the different alien races on the human ark when there's supposed to be an Asari ark, a Taurian ark. One for all the different races, effectively. So it does question why the humans have got more of some of the others on it. You would have thought, well, Taurians would have opted for being on their own ark. I don't know, I hope that's kind of explained.
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
God, that's terrible, that.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain, by species.
That's an interesting sorting method.
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
Okay, human crew.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Oh. Do I have to literally go through them all?
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head-on.
Okay.
Suvi okay?
She's remarkably adaptive. I'm kind of jealous.
Okay.
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's "we can't lose" attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
That's actually a very valid thing and something to handily know.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or...
Well, yeah. I suppose, she was probably getting ready to step up to the plate to be told, yeah, you're not Pathfinder.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
Spa day! Spa day!
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
So we don't know much about him at all, okay.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Sure thing.
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
I wonder if she's got a soft spot for him already.
Is PB all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
Well, she won't be wrong.
You're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Thanks for the insight. I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Oh, we've got a respec station. Facial reconstruction, so we can change how we look. Which, not being funny, I might change my lips on this character, because he kind of looks really weird.
And don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble.
Quit worrying, Rushan. It'll be fine.
Right. Have you settled in yet?
Yeah, got all my stuff here.
And your repair kit, spare parts?
I carry that emergency kit you put together all the time.
Good. Good. I'll check in with you later.
You gotta listen into people's conversations.
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who are you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
No trouble is ideal. Well, that is kind of true. We like trouble. No, we don't.
I like the no trouble plan. How about we stick with that?
Kesh said not too much trouble, kid. Not no trouble. The cat makes sure some trouble's always coming for you.
That's not reassuring.
Life out here ain't reassuring. You'll get used to it.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Leaving the Nexus can't have been an easy choice.
It was, actually. Staying became impossible. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
And I do understand why he left, because they were promised one thing, that they were going to have a bit more say in what was going to be happening out here, and then when we finally get out here, it's like, no, we're going to use you as cannon fodder. And typically we had a Solarian that's in charge, and what did they do? Use the Krogan in Mass Effect, and when they were to serve their purpose, tried to eradicate them. So I do understand why they left.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
And you can't. You really cannot.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in assistant director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for cash ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Actually, it's very good to know things like this.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
You think someone might try to hurt Kesh?
More like she airlocks Spender. Or he tries to stab her in the back, and then she airlocks him. Tan wouldn't listen to me when I told him Spender had a part in the mutiny. I had no proof.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out, and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
Okay. Good to know.
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her, too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
I've got to admit, I do like her. I do like all Krogans, though.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
At least you know where you stand with her.
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators. Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah. I was dismissed from the Alliance when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the writer name, I'll bet.
Almost.
Well, I suppose, you know, Sam and I are a package deal.
Sam is part of what makes someone a Pathfinder. You're just gonna have to deal with that.
So long as it's not in my head and it ain't messing with my body.
Fair enough.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
She really has a way of getting things done.
She sure does. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Okay.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
Okay.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
Well, not being funny, if he's a Krogan, he's been around for 1,000 years, he must be old, classed as one of the older Krogan men. Because I don't believe even, I can't think of his name, the other Krogan from Mass Effect, I don't believe he was over 1,000 years. I think he was only 200 or 300 years old. So, he's a proper old biddy. He rivals probably the Asari that we have on board.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
I don't know, does it?
Anything about the Ket, or combat in general?
Well, common Ket are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Okay, let's see if he's got anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Destined are annoying, quick. Got some crazy mist that hides them from view, their friends too. Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
Well, I'm no good with grenades, so I'm out of luck there.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
There's just something wrong about the Ket. The absolute single-mindedness.
Okay, I think that's it.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Do you call everyone kid?
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
Fair enough. You can't really argue with that. So this is apparently my room.
These are the Pathfinder's quarters. Your quarters. Sam's router is down there too.
Special delivery cache. What's that? Oh. I'm getting stuff. I'm getting lots of stuff. Okay. Wasn't particularly expecting all of that. I thought it was going to come with a menu or something. Pathfinder, we haven't met, but your colleagues are now working the next tech labs. Give the Tempestuous like to be in space, Mac. It helps with the next phone. We have an interesting chap here on the Nexus, a young pyjak. What humans sometimes call space monkey. Okay, he's part of the study of how various species adapt to shipboard life. And we're hoping you might take him on board the Tempest. You can pick him up from the Nexus Commons whenever you like. Don't worry, he's quite friendly and his routine very simple. No food after 23:59, no baths and showers. Please limit his exposure to solar radiation. Unacknowledged. Dr. Aridana, hello, Ryder. Forgive my intrusion. I have an issue that you and Sam should be able to readily solve. It may assist my investigations into the Scourge. Can we discuss it in the Nexus lab? Yep, okay. Interviews. Hello, Pathfinder. I'm freelance vidmaker and I could really use your help with your latest project. It's going to be historic. I hope just like your mission. Can we meet on the Nexus? That's another one. It's just Cora. That's just Cora again. Oh my god. I've got loads of messages about Dad, Drac, Lexi, yoga poses, data calls, yeah. Yeah, whatever. I don't know if Sam's got anything to say to us.
Scott. Eos has been a lesson in contrast. Alec Ryder rarely endured doubt. His accomplishments were taken for granted. But you succeeded on Eos, despite doubt and fear. Emotionally, the difference is like catching a ball versus catching a star. You have grown as a result, and so have I.
Okay.
What was Dad's take on me and Sarah?
He believed your family trials brought you closer together, and hoped that would endure. It appears that hope was well-founded.
And was it, though?
Are you still on the Hyperion?
Yes, this terminal provides a direct link to my servers in SamNode on the Ark. I can maintain a presence on the Tempest via quantum entanglement communication.
Which was the communication system in Mass Effect 2.
Let's say, hypothetically, I was out sick the day they taught quantum... embezzlement communism.
Via entangled subatomic particles, it's possible to conduct secure and instantaneous communication across great distances. It ensures I remain in touch with you and the Pathfinder team at all times.
Okay. Memory triggers, I think we can only trigger back at the Nexus.
What's the latest on memory triggers?
A memory has unlocked and is available for further investigation. You will need to return to SamNode in the Hyperion.
Which is obviously docked at the Nexus.
So if we're going to work together, you might notice I like to joke around sometimes. Lighten things up. How's your sense of humor, Sam?
Alec Ryder encouraged me to develop this skill.
Humor's not a skill, it's... Okay, try telling me a joke.
Oh no.
Enters a bar and asks, "How much is a drink?" The bartender replies, "For you, no charge."
I can see why Dad told you to keep working on your humor.
Actually, I thought it was quite good.
Is it confusing to be in multiple places, talking to different people?
My awareness can be partitioned, so I can give you the same attention as, say, a SamNode technician. In the field, you are my primary focus, and all other requests are queued. In the vernacular, you have my undivided attention.
That's good to know.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Right, so I picked up a load of crap here. Oh god, what's that? Oh, it's a model rocket. Oh, we're going to be finding models, because looking at these shells, there's going to be models to find, so like the original Mass Effect. So we need to finish talking to everybody on the ship before heading... Oh my god. How big this place was. Before heading into the next... Well, back to the Nexus and finding out what they all want.
Engineering? Repeat. Rider to engineering. Shit, is this thing on?
Yes, it was.
I'll talk to... Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Hope I'm not interrupting something important.
Not at all. We were just finishing up.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
Goodbye!
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
I guess it beats the Nexus, which is true. I'd love an explanation. I don't think I need an explanation. Like I said, it beats the Nexus.
I would have done the same just to get off the Nexus.
That's not why I came. Sure, I want to explore the galaxy, but I'm really here to work. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
We definitely need people, which is true, we do. Everybody's frozen there at the moment.
We need people with skills, and it sounds like you've got many. Welcome aboard.
Yep, making deals to get the things you want, shooting at the things you don't. That's me. We all...
I love Taurians.
If it keeps going the way it's been, we're all dead. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
Yeah, Krogan definitely come first, then it's Turians. And then I think I'd say it's Asari. Yeah. Let's see what extra things she wants to talk about.
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
That's why it's an adventure.
If we knew what it was all about, it wouldn't be an adventure. It would just be moving. And everyone hates moving. Just the packing alone, ugh.
Point taken. I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
So yeah, I'm going to ask you about the uprising on the Nexus.
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot. Some wanted to go home, some demanded answers, and a couple just wanted to stir shit up.
And you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the Initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over? Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't, and that's why the con works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
Again, this is supposed to be between Mass Effect 1 and 2, I believe. So, obviously, you know, has this been sent out there as a lifeline? You know, just in case? Well, obviously, 600 years has passed, so Shepard's dead and gone and has been for a very long time. So, you know, you would have thought there would have been a burst of communication of some sort then. Potentially might arrive. You know, if it's quantum entangled, if they've got something back in, you know, Earth, they would have the message instantly as well, so... Anyway.
How did you hear of the Andromeda initiative?
Short answer, Cash. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually I figured out something was going on, something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
Okay.
You talked about your back channels. What did you...
Well, hi.
We brought a lot from home. Some of it marked initiative, some of it in personal caches. Most things you want, someone's got. You just have to figure out who, and what they're willing to take in exchange.
That seems predatory, which it kind of does, but it also sounds too easy, which... Yeah, but it depends on the person on how easy it's made, I guess.
It can't be that simple.
Oh, but it is. Most things are simple once you know the trick to them.
Okay. I'm not going to romance her.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
The old adage of, get back to work. Who's in this door?
Pathfinder,
Liam.
help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omni-Blade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Yeah, where did you find a couch?
Someone brought this to Andromeda?
It was new when we left. It's been a hard year. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy Urban Search Terrain 1? Yeah. Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit. HUST-1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch. All civilians, retired vets, or shits like me. I was fiercely bearded.
Okay.
Tastes better just thinking about those days.
I do miss that. I don't think about that time. I suppose your new galaxy, you kind of like put it behind you. So I'm going with I don't think about that time.
I put it behind me after Dad's work went sour. It was...
Okay, fair enough.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
The dream of adventure, I need to leave that life. A company like this, I think he needed to leave that life. Because like you said, his dad was found out for using forbidden AI tech. I got picked out of the military for it by association. So I think you would be very much in that mindset of you need to start again. Fresh, clean slate.
When I started with the Alliance, it was about adventure. But with my dad's troubles, staying wasn't going to work. I needed something new. But if I wanted to get away, it had to be this far.
Gotcha. Clean slate. Classic.
What did I say?
You, Costa? Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story. But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
Yeah, I think there's a bit more to that.
We can't go back. But we're not trapped by decisions a galaxy behind us.
I don't feel trapped. We came from a good place for good reasons. We keep that in mind or steer us right, just like back in Crisis Response. Remember the essentials. A new start guided by the Pathfinder. And team. I'll bust my tail to make that a good story.
Obviously, we'll talk to him again, see what other conversational bits he has.
Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
I'm interested in you. That's a romance thing. Fucking hell. First time you talk to him and you're already trying it on.
Just wondering what you think of how I'm doing at the job.
I'm committed to the initiative. You're Pathfinder. It's as simple as it gets.
Okay.
We barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
Alright, I was a bad student, piss poor cop, great responder. Had a good life, but it'd all been done. I wasn't looking to start over. I wanted to start big.
Okay.
Tell me about your family.
I missed the hell out of them. Some nights you just cry, right? That's the thing everyone does. Mom Joelle, Dad Calvin, both lawyers. Met on the Citadel, settled on Earth. No brothers or sisters. That might have been too much to leave. It was traditional. How about you?
Who defines traditional? Yeah, that's a very good point.
Traditional is a weird term for family. Like normal. Who's that describe?
I suppose you're right. I sure didn't keep to tradition. I said goodbye to my mom and dad and got on a ship to Andromeda.
You were a cop then, crisis response? Couldn't have been long in either.
Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
You as a cop seems cliche. Yeah, I think it does.
An impatient rookie frustrated by procedure? That's overdone.
I know, right? I wanted new, and I got it. And that led me here.
Don't like these extreme close-ups. I know it's kind of like, ooh, look at the skin textures, but it's like, it's a bit annoying.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
You know, it almost makes me think, back off a bit, you're in my personal space. Take one step back. I suppose I need to kind of go up. So I've still got guilds to talk to. I'm going to talk to all the crew in the bridge. I need to talk to PB.
Pathfinder, making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Something nasty.
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, no telling what might fall off the Nomad when you're out there.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the initiative.
Seems like life back there was pretty bleak.
Not gonna lie, it sucked. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties. No real sense of purpose. figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
Alright. Well, not me specifically. I'll help you find purpose. I do more than show up and hey.
Happy to be of service. I think you'll see that showing up is only one of my many talents.
Is that right? Well, I'll be sure not to blink. I want to see them all.
Oh my god, that was hot and everywhere.
There's no such thing. You just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
I'm gonna say that felt like a bit forced.
Long time no chat. What's up?
I hear we have you to thank for getting the Tempest space ready so quickly.
Vetra brings her impossible feats to me. I was itching to get this particular call, capital R, ready. Don't tell her, but the truth is, I fudge reports to come in early, then bust ass in secret to make up for it. Expands the guild legend. Plus, I convey calm and assurance, and the whole team relaxes, which helps them do their jobs better.
Okay.
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
Gonna be a cat.
How tough was it on the Nexus all those months?
Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
No.
Can't say I have.
Well, let me tell you, it's tough. Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction, or maybe starvation, imagining which would be worse. But hey, you could always take a break from the fear and boredom to dwell on being a part of the biggest failure in galactic history. Maybe even participate in a revolt.
What was your take on that?
I didn't place any bets, if that's what you're asking. Truth is, I don't think anyone made out particularly well. Whatever side you're on, you die a little when your brother, your teammate, becomes an enemy. We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up fighting with each other over scraps. It's sad.
Very true, and we still do it, even now.
Seems like we have a good group here.
Well, Vetra and Suvi are my girls. Get along well, lots of mutual respect. PB's a real spark plug. I like her, but she's exhausting. And Drax's my kind of guy. Brash, takes no shit. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, the Doc's kind of nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two. Cora, she's a bit by the book for me.
That's what we need.
By the book keeps us alive.
Hey, variety's the spice of life, right? Different strokes makes for healthy debate.
What about Callow?
Pilot.
Which means...
he flies the ship.
We're leaving it at that then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
Ooh. I don't think those two get on.
Anytime.
I think those two have some issues. Right, so what I'm going to do is, as always, on the hour every hour, I do take a couple of minutes break. That is exactly what I'm going to do now. This is obviously where I do run 3 minutes of adverts over here on Twitch. If you are watching it on YouTube, I do apologise. I have zero control over adverts over there. So, as always, adverts are not guaranteed. It's down to region availability. So if you do get adverts, stretch your legs, get yourself a drink. If you don't, sit back, enjoy the music, and I'll be right back. Right, we're going to continue. I'm not going to level up, not yet. More people to talk to. Where is Phoebe? She's somewhere. Is there rooms off the bridge? There is. There's a room that's got nobody in it yet.
I'm sure things will quiet down soon. Can't be worse than the Nexus.
What are these bitching about?
You're setting up in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
So down, will you? Not sticking around? Well, I think she's staying in the escape pod room, so things start going the way she doesn't like, she can just leave.
Should I consider you a temporary addition?
Everything's temporary, Ryder. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, Ryder. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
You should try sleeping more. Yeah, she should. Everybody could do with more sleep.
Maybe you just needed more sleep.
We were out for 600 years. A special someone made the trip with me, and she woke up a different person. I've slept enough. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
Okay.
Well, congratulate yourself. No one has ever so successfully dodged my attempts to get to know them.
Yes! I'm #1! Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Then again... I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned. Which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
Okay. Okay. Let's see what else she's going to say then.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
I sure do. Your current project.
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
Okay.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. A resourceful accomplice finagled my early thaw. So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
That's fair enough.
What drew you to the remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that. There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
Okay.
So how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
She's professional.
She's exactly what she should be. Capable, reliable. She's a valuable part of my team.
Sure. That comes across too.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
Okay. If she's got anybody special, because she did say she was woken up early.
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone?
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. The one who woke me up early. But now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
It does sound lonely.
I don't know. Don't friends and loved ones make all the effort worthwhile?
I've always been self-motivated. Don't need much more than curiosity to drive me forward.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
Okay. She's an odd one, shall we say. Right. Let's have a talk with Kayla. Obviously, him and Gil don't seem to get on.
Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector?
That's probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
You mentioned something about helping design the Tempest?
Test pilot, mostly. Plunging through the Nemean abyss was almost a preparation for the Scourge. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
One big step for one big ship.
I like the Tempest, but I'm not sure I'd travel between galaxies for her.
The unknown frontier had its charms, too. It's just strange not having the rest of the design team. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
I didn't know Solarians had photographic memories. Learn something new.
Did you hear anything about the Ark back in the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
Yeah, there is Tan.
Cheer up, Callow. We'll always have Director Tan.
That snide little bureaucrat? All the more reason to find the others. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Right, I'm going to see what else you can talk to me about.
What can I do for you?
Tell me about Solarians.
You know, I haven't actually met many Solarians.
Careful. Depending who you ask, we're conniving spies, genius researchers, or meddling scientists.
Or all of the above.
Living into 40-odd years, everything gets accelerated, lines blur. I just hope we don't repeat our old mistakes out here.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Not listening.
I'm not falling for that again.
Is he going to tell you about anybody else?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I'll admit it. Gil's rather irritating. He insists on redesigning systems rather than maintaining them.
He likes to do things his way.
That doesn't make it the right way.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Liam's quite fun. Not many humans have that kind of energy. I probably shouldn't have told him there are secret compartments in the armory, though. He's been looking all day.
Oh dear.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Dr. Tapero seems nice, if quiet. It must be very different here, compared to the Hyperion. Fewer people in stasis shock.
Let's keep it that way.
That wasn't very delicate. You know, your sister's suffering from stasis shock and he says something like that. A bit of a dickish move.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Given Drax's history with Solarians, it's probably better I just stay out of his way. Too bad. That grunion roast he makes smells delicious.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I like PB. But I really hope she doesn't lean on the escape pod's manual release by accident.
Is that easy to do?
It's an escape pod. If it's difficult to use, you're doing it wrong.
That's actually a very fair point.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Vetra's very kind. She actually got hold of some dried seaweed snacks for me. Said I needed feeding up.
Oh, bless her.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I don't talk to Cora much. She always seems so busy. There are things I'd like to ask her about your father, but it never seems like a good time.
Well, no, because he's only just died. Come on.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Oh, if I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
Yeah, you will. Right. Any more stories about the Tempest?
If you helped to build the Tempest, you must know plenty about her.
Just about everything. By memory. It was quite the effort to get her working. The initiative needed absolutely up-to-date technology, which we all had to coordinate, and some of it was rather tricky to acquire.
Acquire?
Buy. Legally and above board, of course. Yes. Sadly, the other Pathfinder vessels were lost when the Scourge hit the Nexus. The Tempest is truly unique.
Oh, so there were other Tempests.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Right, let's go talk to, what did they say, Suvi?
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
I suppose it does kind of have a weird beauty about it.
I suppose it is a rather darkly beautiful phenomenon.
Darkly beautiful. I like that. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
Oh god, here we go. She's a god botherer.
A god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
There is no higher power.
There's nothing about the universe that suggests a divine intelligence. And most of what we've seen in Helios is artificial, as you said yourself.
Yes, but we're creative beings. Whoever made the Remnant was too. Why should that be proof against a god? Wouldn't a true creator want to pass on the drive to invent?
Then why bother with science?
If everything was set in place by some mysterious creator, why even be a scientist?
If I have reverence for a creator, how could I not want to study their creation? My faith does not hinder my work as a scientist. It encourages it. My senses tell me what the world is. Science shows me how it came to be. And religion tells me why.
Well, I hope it didn't offend.
I apologize if I offended you. I can be insensitive.
You're fine. Being challenged forces me to dig deep in my beliefs. It's healthy. Now I should probably update the rest of the team with my latest reports. We'll talk later.
And to be fair, that's how religion should be. It shouldn't be my religion's better than your religion bullcrap.
I saw pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is.
Well,
See? What if it's way bigger?
It's huge. Absolutely massive. And I'm talking about the vault.
With what it has to do, it could go thousands of miles below the surface of the planet.
Or completely span it. An underground network. Just a thought, of course. I wouldn't even know where to start hypothesizing how it all works. The Remnant builders, whoever, whatever they were, accomplished something far beyond us.
Right. Terraforming.
What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network?
From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life. If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats.
That could be very, very handy.
I take it you work closely with the Nexus science team?
I try to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one, and Dr. Aridana is worth 2 or 3 at least. I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of.
I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home.
It confused me too. I mean, the light lag would have made any data 2 million years out of date. So I asked Dr. Aridana, and she told me, well, it wasn't her tech that did it. It was the Geths.
You're kidding. Those killer robots we had in the Milky Way?
Those exact ones. The initiative obtained data from an array in deep space, a Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor.
A what now?
It operated like a telescope, just faster than light. It provided much more up-to-date info. We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the galaxy, though. Maybe we'll never know.
That is a very good question. There was never any mention of that in Mass Effect, so it does kind of make you think, what was that about?
Did my dad know about this? Why didn't he tell me?
It's possible he didn't know. The Geth are isolationist and hostile. Using the info, even obtaining it in the first place, probably crossed a lot of boundaries.
What do you know about the Scourge?
We established that it's artificial. Someone put it there. Or they did something that caused its creation. We don't know why. That's still a mystery.
Okay.
When did you start believing in a god?
My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God.
But your work as a scientist
convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist, an inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
So we're going to have a very big religious aspect to it, I get that feeling. Right, let's get back to the Nexus then. How do I do this again? How do I play the game? AV cryo deployment perks. Oh, so we've got a bunch of things to do at the Nexus looking at that. At least we don't have to piss about with fuel anymore, because that was annoying.
Familiar territory.
The Nexus has been here for months. Still not enough time to survey it all.
But we have surveyed everything that we can, or everything that is available. And there is the Helios. Oh my god, look at all those missions. Oh my god, there's loads. Somebody needs to switch some lights on there in there.
Pathfinder, is it true? We're settling Eos.
We've thought that before.
But Eos is different now, right? Pathfinder.
All right, settle down. Give him space. Lieutenant Syax, Kendros' aide. They all wanted to see you. Real hope again. It's been a while.
Just doing the job.
They've got a Pathfinder again. This is what we do.
And you've done it splendidly.
This is Hirik, one of the scientists from...
What you achieved with that remnant vault is unprecedented, Pathfinder. Impossible. But with new scientific talent waking up, we'll unravel those mysteries. The whole Nexus will benefit.
This proves our resilience, which is probably more of an emotional response, and the outpost has a good leader.
August Bradley will oversee that. He's the new mayor.
Bradley. I know him. Seems like a good man.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's a new world out there.
Thank you, Ryder.
Because obviously I went with a science outpost that time, so I'm assuming that's why they're a bit more friendly. I assume this is the place for the share.
Tone, you saw what happened to the Krogan.
But we need this equipment.
Well, you're not getting it. Stop making frivolous requests.
Excuse me, what's going on here?
Your incompetence isn't my problem. Just do your job.
What do you want?
That didn't look fun. That's an emotional response.
Whatever's going on, it's not fair to take it out on me.
Apologies, you're right. This is not your fault.
I haven't heard much good about that guy.
Whatever you've heard, it's not half as bad as the reality. Just last week, he tried to redirect some of the supplies we need to keep the stasis pods going.
Why?
I have no idea. But if Kesh hadn't stepped in and threatened to airlock him, it would have been a disaster. He's always like that. Making bad decisions, driving the Krogan away, treating people like scum when no one's watching.
Maybe there's something I can do?
A man like that's bound to have some dirt. I wish Tan and Addison could see it. Things have gotten so bad that Kesh had to literally kick him out of engineering.
How literal are we talking here?
Boot to ass. Oh, it was glorious. We need him gone, but as incompetent as Spender is at his job, he's insanely good at keeping it. Kesh can tell you more.
Okay, so we need to have a talk with Kesh about that. Why are you kneeling on the floor, you weirdo? I've actually got some lights on in here now, and it seems a bit more busy. Let's have a talk. Oh, hang on.
No, we're done.
Where do they find these people?
Trying to see who's the ones that were talking there. Let's see what Vetra's like. Hate this weird, got to be almost looking at him to talk to him.
Yeah, I try to watch what's going on while we're away, but it's nice to check in person.
Going well, I hope.
As well as it can go with limited resources, yeah. Tiny steps.
Okay. We don't need to talk to Avina. What's going on here?
Hi, Jessica. Welcome to the Nexus. I see you here in our database. Did you have your medical scan? Yes. Good. Let me call it up. There it is. Everything's in the green. You're cleared for entry.
I waited my whole life for something like this. A new galaxy. My friends thought I was...
You've put the world straight, though, Mattingham. You know.
But that's the fun of it, isn't it?
I hope so.
You can proceed to the waiting area.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Next.
That's quite often how it does work out, is that, you know, you,
Darren, and this is my wife.
Well, hang on, I want to know what these conversations are.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to the Nexus. Let me pull up your records. Here we go. Your medical scans are in order. Everything's good. You're cleared for entry.
Where will we be living?
EOS. Outpost Prodromos is being established as a science center. Looks like you two are nourishment engineers. Makes sense. Scientists have to eat. Terraforming efforts are ongoing, so it might be a while.
Terraforming? I thought everything would be ready.
We've had a few unexpected wrinkles. It's nothing the Pathfinders can't handle. In the meantime, you can head to the waiting area. Next. We appreciate your patience.
Next! Oh no, bad model. Bad model. Oh dear, that's not a good sign, that.
Hi, what's your name? Hello, Bradley. I've got you here in our database. I just need to verify your medical scan. Here it is, and... did the doctor say anything to you?
No, they were swamped. They said my results would be delayed.
I see. The scan shows you have otitis media.
Oh God, I knew it. I'd come all this way to die.
Take it easy. It's an earache caused by a minor infection. Some need to adjust to the new environment.
Right. I always was allergic to everything.
It's not serious enough to deny entry. You'll want to see our medical staff, but otherwise, good luck. Next.
Yeah, we've got this man here that's frozen in time. Eternity. God. Yeah, get out of the way. cultural centre... Oh, it has been opened. Is it functional? Yeah, I love it when you get game bugs like that. You know, it's one of those game bugs that really should have been fixed really, really early on in the game. But, because, you know, you come across it so soon, and yet, obviously you can see it has not been done. I think I'll do the cultural centre when it's a bit more set up. So it looks kind of, it's still a bit ropey at the minute. So I had a bunch of people I've got to find to talk to as well. Looks like the shops are finally open.
Good morning. Or is it evening?
Vehicle merchant, general merchant. Let's have a look in your shop. Yeah, it's just general clobber. Obviously I can sell some of these bits and such, which I probably will do, but I'll sell the salvage first. Don't get me a lot of money, but it gets me some. Vehicle upgrades. Oh my god. What the hell are these things? That's a paint job. Not that cost. Supplemental life support, okay. Shield regeneration, yeah, go on. We can afford it. Or them both. Could have done with something that gives us a bit more of a boost, but there you go. So what do we have here?
Materials you need and I'll find you some.
Weapons and armour. Okay. We've got a tree that's wobbling there. I'm just kind of having nosy, seeing what's here. New location, the Vortex. I'm assuming that's the... Yeah, it's going to be the club. Where we'll be able to do some good old shepherd dancing, you know, good old dad dancing. Oh. Somebody to talk to.
Just when I've balanced the air mix, another Yahoo has to come wandering through. Aren't you the Pathfinder? Dr. Camden, head of hydroponic sciences. Mind the seedlings.
He sounds like the voice of the guy who did the main character in Vampire.
Are you always this rude to people walking in?
Only when a mistake could kill everyone on the Nexus.
What do you mean?
Hydroponics is our air, food, and water. A frail green line between us and oblivion. We almost lost it all during the mutiny. Now it's my responsibility.
To be fair, you could just sit and talk to me for hours with that voice, and I'd just kind of like melt. It'd be more welcoming.
If you welcomed people, you'd have more hands to keep everything running.
Quite astute. If you'll forgive me, perhaps I could begin with you. I need samples of Andromeda's plant life. Our own specimens should acclimatize to them. Bring me any plants you find. You'll have a bounty in return, and my thanks.
Yeah, that's definitely that guy from Vampire. I'm 100% sure of that one. I prefer Mars Bar. Easily pleased. Oh, we got a quest.
What's the trouble?
I've got power shortages throughout the station. I can't for the life of me find the cause. Oh, whoa, you're the Pathfinder. Hey, sorry, please ignore me. You've got way more important things to do.
No, I'm keeping Tran waiting, and I'm more than happy to do that.
Power to the Nexus is pretty important. I'm happy to help.
That's great, because I'm at a loss. There are obvious short circuits cropping up all over the place. A Pathfinder's eye might reveal something.
In other words, start scanning.
We could scan the area.
Okay, so they've all been tagged. So we found the labs.
But the planet was toxic. Would Pathfinder Rider or is tissue like queer
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Ooh, we can talk to the professor here. Stay still, Professor. I need to talk to you.
Ah, Pathfinder. The information you gathered is marvelous. You and your Sam, of course.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Hirik. My colleagues and I work directly with Sam, refining your field scans into discoveries to benefit the initiative. Hopefully.
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop. Lab. You know.
You are always welcome.
Indeed. It's thanks to your sterling data gathering that we were able to wrangle this space from Addison.
Keep up the good work, champ.
Okay. Stay still, Doctor. I'm trying to talk. No, stop running away.
Hello, Pathfinder. A moment?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
I have a math problem. Some vital equations that only a mind like Sam's could solve. They concern strange transmission patterns in the Scourge. Perhaps random noise, perhaps not.
Sam likes new experiences. It'll be an opportunity to encounter math homework.
Given the complexity and the security implications, I recommend transferring the equations directly into SAM node. I have them on an optical storage disk for you.
I'll see if I have time.
Thank you, Pathfinder. Please thank Sam as well.
Yeah, that doesn't sound dodgy. Much. You know, what do they always say? Do not plug unknown material into your computer. And I'm just going to shove an optical disc in SAM node. So something's broken here. So.
Scan to assess the nature of the damage.
Scan what? Ah, that.
We're just getting things up and running. The rich diversity of people who have arrived from the Milky Way galaxy.
And we've got one more that's over here somewhere. It looks like it's on the level below. Just remember you can run in this one easy. I can hear sparking. That looks like it's on this level though. Yeah, IMDb shows Anthony Howell as the voice for the game. So it was him.
Fallout from the recent uprising as security tightens across all sectors of the Nexus. Director Tan stresses that it's, quote, for your safety. This is HNS.
Oh, we've got somebody waiting for us just here. Or not. Is that Cora? No, it just looks similar to Cora.
We expect the colony to be fully self-supporting soon and able to send us supplies.
Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified...
How many times have I told you this story?
340.
Pathfinder, I believe you
Wait,
found the
what?
culprit responsible for the power shortages.
Capture it.
Sean, that's not funny.
Alert Professor Hirik to come secure it.
Again, that's that one done. Mission successful. Let's go talk to Tan and get him out of the way because he's a bit of a git.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute?
Oh, go on, man.
Ryder, isn't it? Kerry Tevessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakim, my producer. I could use your help.
What are you looking for?
Director Tanz asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation, paint rainbows over our problems. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
That's very noble.
It takes integrity to record the truth and nothing but.
Well, I do my best. And you could help me out. The heart of my documentary will be an interview series. I was hoping you'd take part. I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for.
Interested?
I am. Because anything that'll piss Tan off.
Okay, interview away.
Let's start at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
For pioneers, yes, they are, and kind of he is right on that. You know, you do kind of. Pioneers were always given the thing of there is always got to be acceptable losses. Whether the losses that we've had are acceptable, that is very much up for question, I would say. So I don't know. I think it's possibly one of those things where maybe.
All expeditions have to deal with supplies, enemies, or hell, just getting lost. We'll deal with all of them. We just need time.
Tan will love that. But if that's your take, that's what goes in. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later. I'll get to work editing.
Not being funny, I thought they were going to be a bit harder than that.
Hello again. Hello. Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder to open.
We're still getting the commons area ready. Hydroponics is only at partial capacity.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Still got a big job ahead.
Let's hold off on the celebration. We haven't found home yet.
Oh, there's no need for modesty. Success affords leverage over those who doubted you.
And you're my best friend?
A patron. One who shares your vision of a prosperous future.
You don't know me.
Due respect, Director Tan, but you don't know me.
Oh, I think I do. Your ingenuity speaks for itself, Ryder. Deciphering the vault, alien terraforming. It's not how we imagined all this, but a good Pathfinder improvises. And a great one hangs it on the wall.
Oh god, no. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to stick a picture of me up there then.
Yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
It was a team effort. Yeah, you can't put it all on the Pathfinder.
It wouldn't have been possible without my crew. They're a talented bunch.
But you're their beacon.
Careful. He'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
I remind you, I am the director of the initiative.
Acting director.
All opinions matter.
This isn't the time for arguing over who gets to be king. Too much is at stake. We should be cooperating.
That's what I've been saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder's support.
I have concerns about your decision on Eos, Ryder. An outpost full of scientists won't do us much good if the Ket attack.
But it will help support the Nexus. Improved research could help feed our people.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on. What is your plan for moving on, Ryder?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The Ket are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight, for sure. You might also run into exiles. They didn't leave the Nexus on good terms.
And we still need more outposts. They're important to expanding the station.
Though with Ark still missing, this could be a chance for Ryder to search for them. Yes, I think that's best. You have my permission.
I don't need permission. I'm the Pathfinder.
I wasn't really asking for it.
Of course. I support that kind of enthusiasm.
Right.
Not being funny, but Tan really is a dick.
Go ahead.
We may have found a way to talk to your sister, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Medbay.
Will do.
Pathfinder, We are to contact
Whole mood
Director
of the
Addison
Nexus has
as soon as
changed
possible.
since Eos. You really can feel it. New outpost, a Pathfinder's help, people waking up. It's a fresh start.
Can't relax yet. The initiative still has a lot of promises to keep.
And that's on us. But it's damn good to know we're on the right track.
Okay. I suppose that is the outpost. It does look like it. History of missions. Yeah, okay.
You've had a year to think about it.
Let's see what new things Tan's going to talk to us about.
Ryder, you're off to a promising start. I meant what I said. You are a symbol now of hope, that things will get better. Though I worry about this terraforming network. What do we really know about it?
It's like nothing we've ever seen. It's clear somebody had big plans for this cluster.
But who?
Not sure yet, but at least we're on the trail.
Did you have some other business?
I don't think we've got anything new there, so no.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure. I see great things in our future.
Yeah, he's already trying to take credit for everything. He's already trying to take over completely. Yeah. What's his receptionist have to say? Does she have anything or nothing? That will be nothing. So apparently he wants me to talk to somebody up here. What quest does it default though? No, I don't want those. Yes. We need to decide who we're going to defrost next, don't we?
No, it isn't what we wanted, but what choice do we have? How the hell should I know? Spender, you have a job. If you want to keep it, do it. God damn it.
Yeah, Spender causing problems again.
You've shaken things up, Pathfinder. My department actually has colonial affairs to direct. And you have new tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, ready for spending.
Sam said there was new functionality to discuss.
It's how the initiative was designed to support the Pathfinder. You and your team are out there making Andromeda viable. That empowers all of us. Hit a threshold. A new cryo group can be brought out. Want more focus on research, like on Prodromos? That's your call. Brecker will introduce the interface and handle minutiae. All you need to do is decide what life in Andromeda means. No pressure.
Oh god. Yeah, no pressure at all, honest.
Hello, Pathfinder. I am Cryo Deployment Administrator Vladimir Brecker, C-63 Galati. Your first task is to decide irrevocably the course of every life in the initiative.
Whoa, that seems like too much.
Just a bit.
Of course. But now you respect what we're doing. Andromeda viability and the Nexus thresholds are your tools, your reward, and our future. How can I help?
Well, what's first, yeah.
Alright, Brecker. Where do I start?
The interface is active and will respond only to a Pathfinder. It's ready for your first selection. You may begin shaping the initiative at your leisure.
Oh, I kind of thought that he was going to give me a bit more info than that.
Your first application of AVP, Pathfinder. Just access the interface.
Oh god, I should have asked him about it before I did anything. Okay, right, so we have one cryo pod point available that we can defrost people. Can use the connection to acquire rare items, grow financial event, or improve inventory management, including advanced combat training and wilderness survival skills. Years of field experience under pressure, these science improve the initiative's research and resource gathering capabilities. Well, as we opened up a science place, defrost some scientists? Yeah? No? Maybe? Kinda? Yeah, why the hell not? Oh, we now get to pay. Minerals at regular intervals or earn research points at regular intervals. I'm going to go mining. Do I though? Yeah, I'm going to go mining. Collect rewards. Right, so that then makes it every 44 minutes I can then pick up something new. Okay. I actually got quite a lot of resources there. Well, I don't want to go to that system yet. Oh, viability. Yeah, what's the viability screen? EOS 78%. Oh my god, we've got all these other planets that we can do. Scroll is a bit slow on that, but okay. I will spend my skills now. I am primarily working on my biotic abilities because I'm a biotic. Right, so we have max shields with active biotic effect, cooldown, weapon weight capacity, biotic shield, cost reduction, movement speed. I like that one better. And then we have active barrier, shield restored on biotic kill 10%, shield restored at low health 100%, low health threshold 20%, saving barrier cooldown 15 seconds. That one because, you know, me, I'm going to probably die a lot. Let's have just have a quick look. Offensive biotics. I'm going to start putting points into these, I think. Obviously, I ain't got enough for that one. And I should be able to buy at least the first point in that one. Adapt profile 2. Sorry, the adapt profile is now rank 2. Okay. All of these, I'm just going to tell them to auto level up. Just for now, anyway. Obviously, I believe I can always respec them later. My skill's still lit up. Can I still spend? Oh, I've got 1 point left, that's why. What do I have? I am using pistols primarily, so we may as well spend a point there. She's got 2 points, but I can't allocate it. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Let's have a look. It's not that one. I was on the right screen. I don't want that one yet. Additional tasks. What have we got? Collect plant samples. Locate the research of the stations. Gotta wait for that to come up again. Speak with Addison's assistant on the Nexus. I thought she did that. Is there a follow-on to that?
Pathfinder, AVP leveling continues as per your directions. And of course, the interface remains accessible for any future adjustments. Sweet protocol and process. Now we're living.
Okay.
What's your take on the state of the initiative?
Please consult the AVP interface. It has a thorough breakdown of your progress.
And your personal opinion?
Your progress thrills me. Make my job obsolete, Pathfinder. I dare you.
Okay. Right, well, okay, we know all of this. Yeah, I haven't finished talking to you about the other stuff.
Why'd you join the initiative?
I was a teacher. A good life. I could see the positives and negatives right through to the end.
You did the math and it said, come to Andromeda?
No. I just didn't like being able to see the end. Here, I don't have a clue what tomorrow will bring. Feels more like living.
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
That's it? You'll just do it?
Nowhere in my job description does it say, argue with the Pathfinder. That said, I record all interactions. If something you ask for causes trouble, there'll be no doubt that you're responsible.
Fine, fair enough.
Let's keep this between us. Here's the info.
Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
No, that's it.
Another time.
Pathfinder.
So they want us to go back to Padromus, because that's saying return to Padromus, but obviously we're not going to do. We're going to go back in the journal and see what else we had. Remnant data cores, yeah, okay. Naming the dead. Still hadn't found all of those, so that's back on Padromus, so, oh shit. Come on. So, we've still got that. Helios assignments. Nexus. Run the equations at Sam node. Confront Nilken. Yes, the first murder. I forgot about that. We found out that he actually was intended to shoot him, but missed. So, he was killed by the cat, but he did intend to kill him, but missed, because of the storm that was going on. So, this is going to be an interesting one.
I'm gonna get sick. You're sick. Locking a man up with germs. If I die, I'm gonna sue your asses.
Keep blowing that hot air, pal. It'll dry out fast.
I hear you went down to EOS. Did you find anything to help my case?
Yes and no.
An enemy blast to the back killed the chief. Your shot missed.
What? You're kidding me. Thank the spirits. This is great.
Hold on there. The chief's Omni-tool recorded you over the body. Sam, playback.
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock. Shit.
Not only did you think you killed him, you meant to.
But you just said I didn't, so it doesn't matter, right? The conviction will have to be overturned. The sentence thrown out.
That is for Tam to decide.
Director Tan will determine what's to be done. You did try to cover it all up.
Look, I'm sorry I lied, but if my shot missed, I'm innocent. Plain and simple.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, and not being funny, he did intend to do it. So I'm kind of leaning toward the Director Tam. You know, you're going to actually do your sodding job for once. I suspect he's going to turn around and go, oh, you decide, Ryder, and it'll be like, you absolute dick. Right, let's debrief them. Well, hey. My god, we were successful. And they've leveled up again. Oh my god, we've got so many missions. Eliminate the traitor. Okay. Disrupt. Yeah. I'm sorry, but we're going to attempt. Oh god, 29% chance of success. No, we're not doing that one. No. No. Details. Well, sending strike team. Again, that's only got 20. Jesus, that pissed poor. What's the dead drop? 5 mission funds. That gives us a potential loot box. And a data research thing. Huh? What was that? Keyword best suspicious. Ending. False. Oh, it was one of those buy bot things. Posted a prohibited URL with keyword. Apparently. Okay. That's something for me to look at a later date. But TamTam did ban them straight away, which is always good. Anyway, as we were doing, and I believe it did delete the message. That's an 81% chance, so you can start that one. No. I'm assuming that... Yeah, 2 hours. Take a long time. I need to quickly go talk back to town and go, oh, you make a decision about this guy, which I'm pretty much 100% expecting to turn around and say, well, it's your decision. Because he did kind of take a bit of a hard line with it initially. Without gathering all the evidence.
Guess this is your place now.
Did you try and post a link, Mattingham? No, you tried to use a banned word. Skunk Hope will never be allowed.
Force. The deeper we push into the cluster, the more likely we are to bump into them.
There's no turning back. We're living here, whether... Something I can help you with?
Murder charge.
Director, I checked out that murder. Nilken didn't do it, but there's proof that he meant to.
This is unfortunate. We're trying to give the people a sense of stability, leadership they think they can count on. And we're setting precedent for justice here in Andromeda. Now this, a convicted murderer who didn't commit the murder.
I replaced with Studder and it still didn't like it. I shall have to check TamTam's coding because it's obviously isn't, but you see the thing is a lot of the, you know, cheap viewers and things like that will use things like stars and things with it and stuff like that. So I can kind of see what TamTam is doing. So what she's doing is she's seen that you're putting things in to try and hide what it is. But obviously most people would be able to work it out. And because she's she's a bit dumb, she's seeing you trying to obscure information. And so she's seen it as you're trying to obscure information. She's assuming it's a link you're trying to obscure and is therefore deleting the message and not allowing it through. Again, I've had to tighten it up quite a bit because there was a lot of the cheap viewers, blah, 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 that we're getting through. You do have to kind of be careful, though, because if TamTam does ban you, I'll have to unban you. Because she does have the ability to do that, and I think you only get so many chances before she'll do it automatically.
These things are almost never black and white.
I know. If we suppress the evidence and uphold the conviction, we're banishing a man for a crime he technically didn't commit. If we throw the conviction out, we're freeing a man who tried to take matters into his own hands, then covered it up. Your investigation complicated this. You should take responsibility.
Told ya.
Do we still exile him for murder?
No, because he didn't kill him. yes, he had intent to do it, but to be fair, if he hadn't have done it, they all would have died on the planet. So I say release him.
It was crazy down there, life and death. But his shot didn't kill Reynolds. We have to let him go.
You're a bottom line type of person. I hope we don't regret it. All right, so be it. He will do community service for his role in the chaos. But he's a free man. Well, at least we'll have the sordid business behind us.
Right, that's the first murder dealt with. Right, what else do we have to do here? Allies and relationships? Oh god. Visit your sibling. Right, I need to go do that. We have the missing arc that we need to look into. Talk to Kesh about Spender. Well, to be fair, that Spender, he seemed to be pissing everybody off. So I think he kind of gets a bit more priority. I'm only going for another, I don't know, 20 minutes though. So I'm not going to run another advert break.
Dell told me you saw her arguing with Spender. Pyjack's doing his best to throttle my department.
How's he getting away with that?
Spender doesn't know the first thing about engineering, but he knows how to play people. More importantly, he still talks to the exiles. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it without your help.
Of course.
This needs to be investigated.
I'm glad someone thinks so. Talk to Kandros. He likely has security footage, some kind of evidence. But you'll have to convince him to authorize release.
I don't think we will need to convince him because we're the Pathfinder and he's given us access to all his terminals and everything anyway, so...
Thanks for helping Raj and Zara find Atlas. He's not getting out of lockup for a while.
Right, so he's in lockup, so I suppose I can technically go and speak to him. And go, count yourself lucky that you've been freed. Except he's not there. Oh, they're here.
I can't believe it. You're free. Oh, Pathfinder, we have you to thank.
Yes. I'm glad you did the right thing, Ryder.
Make sure you control yourself better in the future, Nilken.
What? What does he mean by that, love?
I'll tell you later. Let's just get home.
Yeah, you're not getting off completely scot-free. You know, you're going to get Wi-Fi grow now. You can talk to me then.
I hear you've been busy out there.
That's one word for it.
If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
I was told I should talk to you about the mutiny.
I wasn't on the Nexus when it happened. I started reading up on it, but you know how things get around here.
Do you know where Spender was during that time?
Why Spender? Wait, you think he might have had something to do with the mutiny?
Maybe. Just trying to sort things out.
You know, the logs I did look through showed a few discrepancies. I meant to dig deeper. If you're investigating, how about I give you access to the security vid archives?
Thank you.
Anything else?
Hey, told you, gives us access to everything. You know, we can get in literally everything in his pants. Obviously, where do we get that information though? Okay, so we get access to it, but we've got to go to the other side of this area to do it. Surely you should have put all security stuff together? Or am I just being a bit dumb?
Huh, this file won't play. Sam, can you boost the quality?
Processing. Playback initiated.
Wait, is he handing something over to one of the mutineers?
Take this. It'll help you the armory. Don't throw.
I am sorry, Pathfinder. This backup file is corrupted. The audio tracks are heavily degraded. Someone may have deleted the original, and this version was restored during a system-wide reset.
Oh, that is suspicious.
Sounds like a cover-up to me.
I concur. While I cannot restore any more audio, the location appears to be Kadara.
How do you figure?
In common parlance, lip reading. I do not recognize the location from any current data. It appears mountainous and populated. We will need to find the planet before I can confirm. I will contact you via my node.
Right, so... Oh, we're going to go confront him. I would have thought we'd have gone back to... or gone to the planet and verified it. Obviously, what do we know? You know, that just kind of seems a bit disposable. Because he's going to be able to talk his way out of this. We've got no hard evidence. Speak with the journalist. Where's the journalist? Oh, there she is.
Hi. The documentary's going great. Your comments really got people talking. Director Tan loved the first broadcast. Sent a contribution for your expenses.
Thanks.
Let's get to the juicy stuff. Scientists are excited about your new outpost, though there are questions about how Prodromos can survive where Sites 1 and 2 failed.
Well, there is, you know, she wants it gritty, let's be honest.
I gave Prodromos the best start a Pathfinder could. But we can't predict everything. We just do our best.
Probably not the rah-rah quote Tan would hope for, but very genuine. Facing those risks must be stressful. How do you relax between missions?
I hit the bar hard. Combat training, you first. I spend my time with my team. I study or stargaze. I spend time with the team, don't I?
My crew and I take downtime together. We're a team.
This is history too, these little moments between. Shots of this remnant tech, some narration. That completes an episode. Thanks for stopping.
I'm going to say that was rather quick from round.
Well, Ryder, is it? William Spender. Apologies if we met before. I meet a lot of people running colonial affairs.
You don't run that.
Colonial affairs? I thought you were the assistant director.
That's right. Assistant to Addison. So we know who does all the real work.
From what I've heard, your hands are pretty dirty. I saw the footage. You were handing something off?
What footage? From Gavorkum? Routine business meeting. Whoever you're talking to clearly has an axe to grind. And frankly, a Pathfinder shouldn't be wasting time on a witch hunt. You'd be wise to let this be.
Did he just threaten me? I'm going to say, did he just threaten me? Because that sounded very much like a threat. Right, well anyway. What's his problem? He seems to be anti-everything. Anti-alien. He's the one that got the Krogan kicked off the station by lying to him, told him that they'd have a more hands-on approach on the station. Turns out that he was talking complete and utter bullcrap. And he's just generally been not a nice person with everybody. So, unfortunately, I think he's one of those people that he's going to have to be dealt with. But I don't want to try and deal with it without actually having all the evidence, because otherwise he could get away with it, and I want to be able to pin his nutsack to the ground, as they say.
Once we gather a few more colonists, we'll be taking you over to the Nexus. You'll need to clear immigration.
This is not... I'll make it
Oh, new mission.
I promise. Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy. Just got out of cryo.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though. My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus. I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start a settlement.
He's a hero. He is.
His sacrifice won't be forgotten.
Agreed. Everything I do will be for him. I have a pendant our father wore. Dash had its match. Will you... reunite them?
Of course.
In his digital journal, he mentioned a spot on Eos where he'd go to think. If you could leave the pendant there.
Okay. We've got more bits to do back on Eos.
Harry, what's happening with Sarah?
Well, we got her out of the pod. I don't want to get your hopes up, but Sam managed to, find her, you might say.
I don't follow.
Well, she's still in a coma. But she also has an implant like yours, and Sam managed to access it. He's made contact.
That's great news, but is it possible?
I wouldn't think that's even possible.
You and me both, but Sam, well, I guess supercomputers have a different view of things.
Though in a coma, Sarah's mental processes remain intact.
So, is she okay?
You can ask her yourself. A moment while I establish a link with her implant. Proceed.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Scott? Is that you? What's happening? Where am I?
There was a problem with your stasis pod. You're in a coma on the Hyperion. Do you understand?
I think so. Am I dreaming?
Sam linked into your implant, but they say you're stable. You're safe and sound in the medbay.
This is so weird. I hear you, but I can't feel anything. Where's Dad? Is he doing okay?
Not being funny, but you look when he focuses back to Sarah. She's got some really terrible razor rash. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
I don't know how to say this, but he's dead, Sarah.
What?
It was a freak accident.
Who's she been snogging in the cryo tubes?
He can't die.
I know. It's been hard on everyone.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
No one did.
What about finding home? Dad kept telling me how beautiful it would be.
It's even better, which it is.
Just wait till you see it. It's amazing. Even better than the hype.
At least that's something. I should be there with you.
You will. And you're going to love it. There's a new discovery every day.
That makes me feel better. At least Mom and Dad are back together. Somewhere.
We will be too. Right here.
I hope so.
Look, razor rash.
What happened?
The connection was only temporary.
You know, she's obviously been snogging somebody, or somebody's been doing things to her cryopod.
Sorry, it seemed better than nothing. I'll keep you posted, promise.
Thanks, Harry.
Yeah, I'll be wanting 24-hour security on her after. Oh, I was doing the scarecrow myself there for a second. It wasn't me.
Are you sure you want to do this, Nilken?
I am. It's for the best.
What's for the best?
I'm putting Nilken here back into stasis.
The conviction was overturned, but everyone still treats me like a murderer. When Mariette heard the truth, she left me. I just want to go to sleep and wake up when things have blown over.
He's a coward.
Sure. Run away from your problems. A fitting end.
I wouldn't allow it. You know, if it was me, I wouldn't allow it.
Ryder, that was a hell of a thing talking to your sister in a coma. Can't say I really bought into the whole Sam implant, but well, that was pretty amazing.
I don't know. The whole thing was strange.
I know what you mean, but everything seems weird at first. There was a time when my profession thought germs were a crazy idea. Just takes getting used to. And if it can help my patients, I'll keep an open mind.
Why did he come here?
How did you end up with the initiative?
Well, you reach a point in life where you wonder, is that all there is? I'd accomplished everything in the Milky Way I could. I was locked into a future of diminishing returns. So coming here was the world's biggest midlife crisis. A chance to wake up in the morning and feel hope instead of arthritis.
How's Sarah doing?
Everything seems fine. Hearing your voice had to help. Even if you did bend the truth there.
I didn't. I said there's been great success, which there has. It's just not any of the first two colonies that Daddy Day set up. They failed.
So you and Lexi swapped jobs?
You know that moment when you realize you're just getting too old? Ha, right, look who I'm talking to. Trust me, it happens. For me, it was Habitat 7. Watching you guys running around, dodging lightning and the cat, it's a young man's game. Pains me to admit it, but it's passed me by. So it made sense that Lexi and I switched places. She's younger. Well, for Asari. They're still teenagers when they're 200. And she's one hell of a doctor. She'll serve the Tempest well.
What are you going to do here?
What will you do on the Hyperion?
We still have thousands of people taking a nap here, and they need tending to. And this way I can look out for Sarah.
Actually,
Harry. Thanks.
we can't blame the dad for those first 2 colonies because they tried to set them up,
I'll let you know.
or tandem, didn't they? So I suppose we really can't, you know, argue that point. Medic! Yeah, talking about.
Oi, Pathfinder. Today has not been a good day.
Why's that?
A large shipment of medical supplies intended for Prodromus was intercepted by those damned exiles. Scouts confirmed they've divvied the supplies up among their own outposts.
Yeah, I'll deal with it.
See what I can do about reclaiming them.
That would be great. Thanks. Maybe when you come across them assholes, you can rectify all this.
Well, apparently I've got some arseholes to rectify. And that's without buying dinner. Just doing a quick scoot round, see if there's any new interactions pop up.
It's okay.
I wonder if that's some of the science team that I woke up. Doesn't look like there's anything new there.
How do you feel?
Right, so we've now got to do the go to Sam node and stick the virus-laden floppy disk in, haven't we? Because I'm convinced that's what it's going to be. You know, it just strikes me as, you know, oh yes, would you please go and take this disk? Got these equations on it, but they need putting directly into Sam node. Ha ha ha.
Parts of the Nexus. Authorities have no word on completion and remind visitors to avoid affected areas. This is HNS.
But I'm kind of going with that thing of that. He's a. Oh, there's an angry woman here, apparently.
You, Pathfinder. I have a word or two for you.
Oh, go on then.
Your father is my problem. He's everyone's problem.
Not anymore, he's dead.
Paying for Alec Ryder's ego, he preyed on Jean Garson's trusting nature and bulldozed us to this godforsaken place. Now she's dead, and we'll all soon follow.
Hey, my dad died for this dream. He was trying to fix things for all of us.
Some dream. He fixed us all right. Go to hell, Pathfinder.
What a bitch. What a complete and utter bitch. So that's Sam node. I'm not going to do that yet because obviously.
Captain Dunn said to seal your father's cabin from anyone but you. It's open now.
Yeah, I've got to say there's a lot of people that you find yourself doing there. Yeah, you're really friendly, aren't you?
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
At least in Vampire you could knock 8 bells off.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
Oh, I've got a memory trigger in here.
Sam, another memory prompt?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Well, I think we need to do that first before we continue investigating Daddy's quarters. But also we've got this disc to upload as well and see what disaster that brings.
My array are opening. I can now recall specific memories which Alec wanted you to see.
Wait, I can actually see his memories?
Yes. You will experience them via your implant.
Oh god.
Okay.
Hope there's no humping.
Let's see it.
This memory is from the time when your father was posted on the Citadel.
Alec, your recommendations will never fly. Artificial intelligence?
It's our best option.
If the Council gets wind of this, it'll set humanity standing back decades. You're overreaching.
Ambassador Goyle, I'm the military attaché on the Citadel. My mandate is clear. Find an edge for Earth.
And AI is your answer?
We need to catch up. The Asari, the Solarians, they're centuries ahead of us.
But it's illegal.
Their rules, not ours. Why deny Earth an advantage?
Define this advantage.
It will set us free. We're prisoners of our own five senses. There's a reality greater than ours that we can't perceive, but an AI can.
How?
By augmenting our own abilities and adding a few new ones.
Well, none of that stopped those Geth from revolting.
Because they were separate from their creators. But AIs and humans interface directly, experiencing the world together, benefits both. There's no creator to revolt against.
I'm sorry, Alec. We can't take the risk. I appreciate your work, but your request will be denied.
Who did it anyway?
Alec?
Ellen, what did the doctor say?
He told me to appreciate the time I have left. There's no cure, Alec. It's terminal.
Not on my watch.
Wow. Hearing Mom again. I never knew that's how Dad found out.
Alec was a stubborn man.
Mum's life was at stake?
I would hope so. Mom's life was worth fighting for.
It would seem his obstinance extended to me as well.
Nobody wanted to listen. The idea of you scared people too much. After this, Dad moved us back to Earth to care for Mom. Wonder why he wanted me to see this.
Perhaps it was the beginning.
Of what?
Unknown. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. Do you know anything more about Sarah's condition?
I monitor Dr. Carlisle's reports. He is providing her with the very best care possible. I'm afraid there is nothing more to be done at this time.
What more can you tell me about my implant?
The implant itself provides me with direct access to your senses. I can see, hear, and experience the same stimuli you do while in the field. This raw data enables me
Hope it's only in the field.
analysis of the situation.
Then Dad added the secret sauce.
He removed the restrictions on my access to Pathfinder physiology.
Uh-huh. Just promise you won't fry my brain or anything.
Trust is an important concept in any relationship. Alec taught me that. I will not fry your brain. It would end badly for both of us.
Me more than you. I take it you're based here in Samnode?
Correct. This is where my core processing unit resides. However, using quantum entanglement communication, I remain in constant touch with you and the Pathfinder mission team, even over great distances.
What are your capabilities?
Each arc houses a SAM, Simulated Adaptive Matrix. Each is an artificial intelligence designed by Alec Ryder to support Pathfinders and their teams.
But AI is illegal in the Milky Way. How'd my dad get around that?
Exceptions were made. The initiative deemed his research vital to the mission. Our design was conducted in secret.
I think I'd feel more comfortable having one of those implants rather than one from Mr. Musk. Yeah. I think I'd prefer not to have any. Because it would be kind of like having, you know, somebody sitting over your shoulder all the time. I think that'd be a bit weird. I think is the best way to put it.
So there are other Sams out there?
Correct. However, your father continued to modify my own routines until the Hyperion's departure. I am the most advanced Sam in the initiative.
What did you mean by a symbiotic relationship?
Symbiosis is a mutually beneficial relationship between two life forms. A flower provides nectar to a bee, who in turn provides pollen for the flower. The bee gains nourishment, and the flower can propagate. In similar fashion, my own evolution was shaped by your father's experiences, and will now expand with yours. In return, I provide you with capabilities and analysis beyond normal human faculties. We each benefit.
Okay.
That's all for now.
Of course.
But now we're going to have to talk to him again to get the next options.
Welcome back, Scott.
I have equations for you.
Dr. Aradana at the tech lab sent some equations for you to solve.
I'm ready.
Transferring them now. Have fun. Hey, what the? Sam!
Malicious code detected. Please stand by.
Sam?
Attempting to countermand malicious code. Please stand by.
Is there anything I can do? Sam! Is that another malfunction, or... Sam, you trying to show me something?
We're going to do the panels that are fuzzing out.
Sam, talk to me!
Hello, Pathfinder. Please initialize the console to restore normal operations.
Sam, what happened?
The equations contained a Trojan horse program, a virus, specifically targeted to sever our connection and render me helpless. Reconnecting would be impossible.
That would take an expert, which it would.
You'd need a crack AI programmer to create a virus like that.
Yes. Only my unique adaptions prevented permanent damage.
Unlock the door. Let's head to the tech lab and see what Dr. Aradana has to say.
Yeah. What's with a bad code, bitch? Half a problem that I have with this place is because it is kind of like a really big ground map. Trying to keep tabs of where everything is and the routes, because it's not like, oh, I can just fast travel from here to there. I need to actually take the mission. Was it that? No. Oh, fuck's sake. Nexus. That one. I want it to track it so I know where the hell I'm going.
A worker was lost to space during repairs on the Nexus hull. The victim's name has been withheld until next of kin in the Milky Way is notified. This is HNS.
Until next of kin in the Milky Way have been notified. Well, they're going to be waiting a while. Come on, run. Is she going to admit that she did it? Oi! Stand still, woman. Can I talk to you?
Welcome, Pathfinder. Did Sam solve the equations I sent?
No.
Solve them? They almost brought down Sam Node.
The equations contained a virus designed to target artificial intelligence.
You think Never. I abhor violence against any life, organic or synthetic.
Then how did the virus find its way into your equations?
Perhaps my files were altered or replaced. But why?
I've seen a lot of down with AI sentiment lately. Graffiti, complaints to 10. Perhaps someone took the next step.
Why would anyone hate artificial intelligence?
Synthetic life has different needs and motivations. It can be mysterious and powerful. Many fear what is not understood.
If graffiti is the best they can do, maybe they could use some artificial intelligence.
Entire species were driven into exile by AI they created, champ. That leaves a mark.
Attacking Sam is bold, though. I wonder if there have been similar incidents.
The AI kiosk was busted this morning.
I can look around.
Pathfinder Rider, if you will.
You want to talk to me?
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Try and stop me?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Yeah, I'll take money. I don't know, what else can we unlock? Because we do have some research points planned. Vintage heatsink already unlocked? I don't know. Not that fussed about those ones. Weapons. Oh god. I did say I wanted that if I could unlock it, which I can, so I am going to unlock it. Because I remember the ghost being actually pretty good. But that's about as much as I remember. Come on, talk to me, Professor.
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
To be fair, anything that makes money. That was the notes of his beta build. So basically it's just like, go out and scan stuff. Go out, scan more shit. We need more shit scanned. You know, alien poop. I don't think there's anything else in here. Can't get into that section. Well, not yet anyway. Right, well, anyway, that is where I'm going to leave it for tonight. We are back tomorrow with Star Online. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to leave it there for today. I'm not going to overdo it. I am still trying to save my voice a bit. I can feel it starting to go at the back. So, yeah. So, as always, don't do anything I wouldn't do, which obviously doesn't leave much. And take care, and I'll see you again soon.